Well, tonight, emotional reaction to the decision not to charge the Cleveland Metropolitan Housing Police officers who shot and killed a man last year. For months, a special prosecutor had been reviewing the death of Arthur Keith, how he died, and asking the question, were officers justified in shooting him? January Keaton has reaction from both sides.
And you telling me CMHA police officers need to use deadly force when dealing with people in our community? No.
CMHA police say 19-year-old Arthur Keith pointed a gun at them when they shot him back in November in the King Kennedy area. But the autopsy showed Keith was shot from behind with a bullet exiting his chest. Today, Attorney General Dave Yost announced that the grand jury returned what's called a no bill in the case. That means no officers will be indicted in the shooting.
Now, a no bill is basically just a piece of paper that said, whatever happened, we don't find a probable cause to believe that a crime was committed.
The Keith family is outraged, saying they were promised a thorough investigation, but that's not what they got.
We've had witnesses that were eyewitnesses literally there on the scene within 20 feet of the incident, and those witnesses were not interviewed.
One of those witnesses attended today's protest. He says he saw Officer James Griffiths shoot Keith as Keith ran away and confirms he was never contacted by police.
How is that transparency? How can you have a full picture if you don't choose to view the full picture?
Officers reported finding a handgun at the scene, which they say had Keith's DNA on the trigger, slide, and magazine. The Keith family says they're not convinced that's true. They want to see the video footage.
And we're not going to stop this until we get accountability, transparency. The truth is going to come out.
Would be.
Matter of fact, give them the sheriff. How about that? They would have gave my brother the sheriff. My brother would have killed him.
Attorney General Yost says the no bill doesn't diminish the gravity of Keith's shooting.
That doesn't mean it was right. It doesn't mean that it was just, and it doesn't mean that it was morally good. It certainly does not mean that that death was not a tragedy.
Now, moments ago, CMHA just released video of the situation. It appears to be taken from a tower cam. It's a wide shot, you'll see, of a parking lot. It shows Arthur Keith down on the ground with officers surrounding him there at the scene. The video not very clear, but that is the video that the family wanted released. So, again, that video was released just moments ago. Now, I don't know what that's going to mean as far as next steps for the family, but what they plan to do right now is demand that the Department of Justice open a civil rights investigation on CMHA police.
All right, I know you'll be staying on top of this story for us. January, thank you so much.